Hey everybody, it's Chris Henderson here. Today we're going to show you how to make our vegan lasagna, which is really good. We love it. One of the cool things about this recipe is we're going to substitute the pasta noodles with polenta, and that drastically lowers the carbs and drastically lowers the calories. Okay, here's the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need a 13 by 9 lasagna pan, a large frying pan, of course a food processor, cutting board, chopping knife, and a cheese slicer. You're going to need 2 jars of your favorite pasta sauce, 2 tubes of polenta, 1 package of tofurkey Italian sausage, 2 packages of Daiya vegan cheese, and 20 ounces of fresh spinach, and 2 heads of fresh broccoli. First thing you got to do is chop the broccoli. Don't laugh at my knife skills because I really don't have any. Now I always like to chop the broccoli as small as possible so it'll separate when it cooks, and that way the kids don't call us out on having broccoli in the lasagna. So you want to take the broccoli down to about that size right there. So the next step, you want to take the spinach and the broccoli and cook it down in a pan. You want to cook it down with water. I'd say about 2 cups, give or take. You might have to use a little bit more, but the water is nice and it'll help it cook down. And let it cook on high until it's nice and tender. Cover it up. So while the spinach and the broccoli are cooking down on the stove, you can go ahead and take the package of tofurkey Italian sausage and put it in the food processor and grind it up as far as it'll go pretty much. Now once the spinach and the broccoli cook down, you want to add the tofurkey Italian sausage to the pan. And both jars of sauce. And I forgot to mention that you want to drain the excess water off the spinach so it doesn't become really soupy. And you want to mix this up, and you want to kind of simmer it just enough to get everything heated up before you put it in the lasagna pan. So while your sauce is on the stove cooking, it'd be a good time now to take the cheese slicer and slice the polenta. And we're going to use this as our pasta. Like I said before, it's a lot less calories, a lot less carbohydrates. So the first one is really kind of small. I'll use it to kind of fill in the blanks at the end. But as you can see, it's starting to come off nice. And you just want to line the pan. So once you get the first layer of polenta down, you want to add half of the sauce over the first layer of polenta. Just get a nice thick layer of sauce. Really, it doesn't really have to be half. It can be whatever. You can just kind of eyeball it, but you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out as you go. But about half on the first layer. And once you get the sauce in on the first layer, then you want to do a whole bag of Daiya cheese. We use cheddar for the first layer because that's just the way we do it, but you could do whatever you'd like if you want to use mozzarella for both, or cheddar for both, or mix it up and use something else. Just spread that around nice and even. So once you get the first layer of polenta, sauce, and cheese, then you want to do a second layer of polenta sauce and cheese. Just get it nice and even. So once you got both your layers done, it's time to put it in the oven. So you want to bake this at 425 in a preheated oven for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until the cheese is kind of starting to brown on top. And it's pretty simple. You really can't mess it up at this point. All you got to do is watch it. So it's been about 35 minutes at 425. The lasagna is ready. I'm going to pull it out and let you guys see what it looks like. Like I said, till the cheese gets brown. And it's pretty much ready to go. It's ready to serve as soon as you feel fit, and your kids will love it. Cut it into squares and go for it.